Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode. Today is Christmas, so this is Christmas. And first of all, of course, happy holidays, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. Oh, I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you're enjoying. And yeah, let's cheers to that. Cheers, cheers. Here. Now, before we continue, I do want to remind you that I have a podcast as well with somewhat different content. I do talk about different other subjects, always related to TV shows and also movies. I have an episode coming out every Wednesday, so if you want, you can check it out. I have it on Spotify. I'll leave all the information down below. And now let's dive in. Let's get to it. Okay, so it's Christmas. And I'm pretty sure you're going to see a lot of people talking about movies, Christmas movies that you should watch, and all that. It's great, it's fantastic. I do, however, I'm going to see pretty much do the same, but with a twist. It's going to be about TV shows, my favorite TV shows. So I have 10 TV shows, so sitcoms that I want to share with you and tell you a little bit about each episode and why I like them so much. First, we have Brothers and Sisters, which is a drama TV show. At the time, it was like very well known. It still is, in my opinion. It's my favorite TV drama, after all, of all time. One of the best TV shows I've seen in a very long time. It has this Christmas special that is called Cold Turkey in season 5, episode 10. And what I like about this Christmas episode is that it pays homage to It's a Wonderful Life, where one of the characters, the mother, Nora Walker, played by Sally Field, has a nightmare about his children being living in a world where she never raised them. How would they turn out? And of course, it is a nightmare after all, just like George Bailey, right? But it's I love that homage. I love the way they paid that homage. And also we have, leaving that nightmare aside, we have a rivalry between two siblings, Kitty and Kevin Walker, who they're fighting, pining over who should host the holidays dinner, the Christmas holiday dinner. And it's really fun to watch because the chemistry, the dynamic they both have is just amazing. Everyone in the show, actually, they do have an amazing chemistry, and that's why I think it's one of the best shows that I've seen. And we also have a little bit of Grinch in one of the Walker family, one of the siblings, the sister Sarah Walker, who's the oldest of them all. And she's a little bit bitter because she doesn't have her children with her, and her fiance is out on a business trip, so she's a bit bitter during these holidays. But it all works out perfectly, as they all do in this episode. So that's why I like this episode so much. Up next, we have Smallville. The episode is called Lexmas, and it's on season 5, episode 9. Basically, Lex has an accident, and he sort of like is in a fantasy, sort of like family man. He's battling also his inner self between doing the right thing or doing the wrong thing. You know, he has a decision to make, and he has this internal fight about if he does the right thing, what are the consequences of the right thing to do. This is a very poignant episode for Lex's fate. So not only I like the episode because of that, but because also Lex and Lana, in this fantasy dream, in this delusion of Lex, whilst he's in a coma, they Lex and Lana have really great chemistry. They really look very happy, married with kids, and you can believe that the chemistry between the actors is just amazing, and you can actually see. So yeah, it's one of the best Christmas episodes that I've seen. Supernatural. Supernatural only has one Christmas episode. It's called A Very Supernatural Christmas, season 3, episode 8. Now, this is a horror TV show, so I'm pretty sure you all heard of it. And what I like about this episode is this contradiction between what Sam feels towards Christmas and what Dean is feeling towards Christmas. Sam does not want to celebrate. Dean does want to celebrate it, mainly because Dean made a deal with a demon. So this demon is going to take away his soul in the remaining of the season, and at some point, and this would be the last Christmas together. So you see the both different points of view, and Sam and Dean moments in every episode, past and present, are always a joy to watch, and they're always very emotional, and this is no exception. So this is a very interesting and lovely episode. Now, also we have Doctor Who, my favorite TV show of all times. This is a sci-fi TV show, but overall is my favorite. And after Doctor Who, they always launch a Christmas special episode after their season ends. And the one that I like the most is Last Christmas, which is with Clara and the 12th Doctor, is their last Christmas together. That's why I love it so much. It also provides a closure for the whole Danny Pink and Clara relationship. It reunites the Doctor with his companion. At the end of the season, we saw them part ways, but they both lied to each other. But alas, this Christmas episode reunites them. And I love their chemistry so much that, it's impossible not to love this episode, in my opinion. I love also the Doctor and Santa steering the sleigh, and the pretty much the roasting moments between 12 and Santa are also very delightful to see. They're also fun to see, to watch. I think that's one of the highlights as well of the episode. Then we have Glee. A very Glee Christmas is my favorite holiday, or at least Christmas episode, which you can find it on season 2, episode 10. And I chose this episode mainly due to its songs. It has two of my favorite songs for Christmas, which is Baby It's Cold Outside and Last Christmas. I love Finn's never-ending Christmas hope, cheerful spirit, trying to cheer everyone up despite, everybody's a little bit down. I love that. I loved Sue being the Grinch of the episode, and her change of heart, and how the tone of the episode towards the end, it was a little bit more about forgiveness and never losing hope. Alright, so up next we have a little bit of a controversial episode, but I loved it. It's Ted Lasso, and Carol of the Bells is the name of the episode. It's on season 2, episode 4. Pretty early on, the reason why they had this episode is because they had already had their 8 episodes filmed, and the network asked them to do 2 more. So they had to find a way to include 2 episodes that wouldn't mess up the main plot line, or how everything was going to be, how everything was going to happen throughout the season. So, and one of the episodes is Carol of the Bells. And mainly what I love about this episode is Ted and Rebecca's moments. Ted and Rebecca are pretty much my favorite pairing of the show, also alongside with Roy and Keeley. But I love Rebecca's message outside Ted's window to lure him out, to call him out, to ask him to hang out with her, delivering gifts to people, house, and pretty much like house callings. That was very, very endearing, very lovely, because I love every moment they spend together on screen. Roy and Keeley searching for a cure to his niece's dental issue, and they have a Love Actually homage as well, with the billboards, which I thought it was amazing, was lovely. Okay, so we're gonna go to sitcoms now. We have Ludachristmas from 30 Rock, episode 9 of the season numero 2, number 2. What I what I loved about this episode is that it shows that not every family is just as perfect as it seems. Liz's family is in town for the first time, and they are very overwhelming, nurturing, understanding, and supportive of their daughter. It's like she has this picture perfect family, and Jack is so drawn to it that at the end of the season, at the end of the episode, we see that it's the reason why that is because none of them talks about controversial subjects or like actual talk, and I love also Jack's relationship with his mother. They're always bantering each other, and I thought that was actually it's really funny, and it just shows us it shows that not yeah there I don't think there's a perfect family out there. It's there we have all dysfunctional families, and I think that's an interesting episode to show that, especially on Christmas where everybody's supposed to be together and happy and all that, but yeah, it does not tend to happen. Then we have a very, very heartwarming episode, a bit of a bittersweet episode with a bittersweet ending mainly. It's How I Met Your Mother, Symphony of Illumination, Season 7, Episode 12. Why I chose this episode? Because it was the moment where Ted decorates his apartment for Robin to cheer her up, and it creates this lighting spectacle. It's just wonderful. And it's the first thing I thought of when I asked myself, okay, what is the first episode I can think of if I have to think of a Christmas episode of How I Met Your Mother? And that moment came right away. So that moment is beautiful. It's wholesome. The fact that Robin got to narrate this episode to her children, and her struggling with the shocking news that she got. It has a little bit of a melancholy and bittersweet ending, and I love all that. It's a very, very beautiful episode. Now, from bittersweet to funny, we got Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Yippee Kayak, Season 3, Episode 10. I chose this episode because this is the episode Jake has always been waiting for, his opportunity to have his real diehard moment when he becomes one of the hostages of a pretty much a hostage situation in a store, but Boyle ultimately steals his thunder, and I thought that was really fun how they turn it around. And I love also Amy's moments are always awesome and fun and lighthearted. And then Jake and Amy's sweet moment towards, after the whole hostage situation is over. It's so cute, so tender, It's like, it's one of, a match made in heaven. So that's also another of the reasons why I chose this episode in particular. And last but not least, we have Friends, of course, because we cannot leave Friends out of this list. The one with Christmas in Tulsa, Season 9, Episode 10. The reason why I chose it is because it's the last Christmas episode that we have from Friends. Also, it's sort of like it reminisces of all the previous Christmas episodes. It brings you the best moments. Chandler is away working on Christmas Eve in Tulsa, and Monica and the friends, they're missing him, and he's actually working with another girl, and Monica gets a little bit jealous, and because she gets a little bit jealous, I love this line, and they're talking on the phone, and Ross tells him, answer fast, and Chandler replies, and then Ross continues, answer better. I thought that line is just, it was really funny. And then Chandler coming back home as if it's a Christmas miracle, which you cannot not have those Christmas miracles on episodes or movies. It's very, very lovely, yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much all the Christmas wrapped up into one, all the most beautiful moments. between Chandler and Monica as well, wrapped into one very endearing Christmas episode. So that's why I chose it. So anyway, that's my list. That's all I got, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and see you on the next video.